Hey, hello. Today's topic is the formation of your salary and wages. I would say 101, the introduction. So, I want to ask you how much money your company provides to you, offers to you, that would makes you happy. Okay, so you have to answer it yourself. Okay, my name is Keith Lau. I'm your recruitment advisor. Today is April 22nd, 2020, and it's Wednesday. It's raining in Hong Kong, right? Anyway, so if you have followed my 30 days program, it's day 22 now. So it's only 8 days. Okay, it's exciting. And so after interviews, okay, you did well and you use what I teach you. By the way, you can watch all the videos before. Okay, so I teach you everything. So a great opening, right? And then able to answer all the questions very smooth. Okay, you are the excellent candidates, and then with great follow up as well. So now the companies will decide to make you an offer. Okay, wait, congratulations. But what do you think about the offer? What they consider? Okay, so this is what's the topics, the formation of that kind of salary offer. Because yesterday video was told you about they have to do salary proposal and do approvals and all those things. So this is the basis and the factors to consider in this offer. Okay, so it is actually it's very normal, right? And finally, your efforts paid off, and then you find this job, right? So congrats. And seems like okay, you can meet my target, okay, because it's not more than 1 month, and then you can almost find a job, and then waiting for the offers and all those things. So we'll still have a lot of things to talk about that. It's still important. So just stay tuned and. So I really appreciate it if you follow my 30 days program and let me know if you really receive such a good news. Okay, so definitely help me, support me, and encourage me to keep doing that. And perhaps you're my the testimonial. Okay, because it's my young days, I can do it in 3 weeks, but not right now during these economic situations, if you can do it, then that's you're better than me already. Okay, so now it seems very good news, right? Hands on. So I just want to know. Okay, how many times when you receive that offer from the companies, it's actually sometimes it's lower than what you expected. Okay, and sometimes they say, okay, people say, or every time they will say they need to set their expectation salary is very high, and then because they know that the company cannot offer, so that will drop a little bit, and then you can get a decent offer almost most of the time. So that's why I just want to tell you why. Okay, this does happen. Okay, however, this is not something true. Okay, if you set your expectations or you set your lowest possible salary, if you don't go below, then it's possible as well. Okay, so that's why I just want to let you know you don't need to do something like this. Okay, and so comment below if you think always like that. Okay, I need to set a high expectations because I always think the company cannot offer and company will only consider your highest salary expectations is just a reference. Okay, they never give you that number, right? So if that's the case, then just tell me. Okay, or of course, if you comment, then ask me any questions. I will get back to you here because it's live or later. Okay, so that we can build a relationship. And so that is why you need more interactions and support. Okay, so also think about this. Okay, why such a salary formation or that kind of offer? What was the behind the scenes process? What are they considering? So if you know that, then probably you'll know why and you understand more, right? So this is the reason why I want to talk about these in today's topic. Okay, because it's not every time you're very hard to fight for the better package. Okay, you just sometimes it's like okay, you miss the signal to negotiate better, or sometimes you just don't know how to fight for that. So tomorrow we will also gonna tell you how to do that as well. Okay, but yeah, just like my yesterday videos. Okay, so normally you just need to know whether the hiring manager prefers to hire you. If you're the top of the list, then probably you are able to negotiate a better offer as always. Okay, so first of all, what is salary or wages to you? I mean, the concept is they are called compensation in HR. So that's why I think a lot of companies, you see the HR colleagues may say maybe compensation and benefits specialists or, CMB managers. CMB means compensation and benefits. Okay. So of course there's some monetary terms. Okay. And that means that, okay, thank you so much. After every month, then they pay you a salary for compensate your time, right? And benefits is, of course, when you're working in this company. So what are the, the good things? Okay, maybe medical, annual leave, or some other things. A good environment. Okay, you've got free drinks. So this is why makes this, as a whole package. And this will be, in terms of the how to say, comparable to the market, or maybe it's above the market. It just depends on different companies. But this is what CMB teams or HR they're doing, is to ensure the salary level is compatible, and so that they can attract, motivate, and retain you as an employees, and make sure that you work for them. So this is what compensation and benefits means. Okay, and so if you work for the whole calendar, you should receive that kind of salary and wages. And but don't just consider that money in bank. Okay, you also have to consider some other benefits, which different companies have different, perspectives and philosophies. Some they only, focus on the money part, but some other companies they focus on the work-life balance and all those things. So this is also one of your consideration. Okay, so what are the 5 considerations for the companies in order to make that kind of salary and composition? Okay, so first one is the job worth. Okay, so large company, particularly they have structure like banks, multinational corporations, even government organizations, they always would have this kind of structure. And you always heard about the CMB people, they some HR terms we calling job analysis, job evaluation, job grading. What they do is actually they will review everyone's job, okay, and then get their job description and see, okay, this is what their role and scope and their responsibilities and what they could contribute, okay, in terms of the potential for the companies. Okay, so that's why they should be rewarded and paid in certain range and numbers. Okay, so this is what they do. Okay, job evaluation, job grading, and jobs, so anything is to understand your worth. Okay, understand if I need to hire someone, so what will be our budgets? How much money that I could offer to someone so that they can be working here happily. Okay, attract them, retain them, and motivate them. Okay, so this is what they do, and so whatever, I think before the hiring, sometimes I would say they would use it as a budgets or guidelines. They will enter in the systems or applicant training systems, so they get someone to approve that kind of thing. So this is the job worth. So if, for example, if you're medical doctors, if you're lawyers, then obviously your skills and your contribution is maybe better than someone, in sales or marketing team. I mean, in terms of fresh graduate. Okay, I'm just saying generally a lot of countries is almost like that, right? So they will know this job is actually bigger than that job, and then so that's why they have a higher pay, and that's why they set the budgets as higher, and then they will use according to that kind of budgets, right? So this is why the job description is also important in these terms. Okay, and yeah, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you agree that the job worth is important because it is why, okay, when and how they were going to find someone? Okay, so if they said the budget is very low, then probably maybe you can't fight for a better higher salary. Okay, it depends, right? But yeah, secondly, about you, about the individual and the potential candidates, about the job incompetence. Okay, so after the interviews, it is important to know whether you're selected or not, or you're top of the list or not, and what is the comments or the feedback from the hiring managers. Okay, as also mentioned about they got interview assessment form or something. If they take you, everything is 10 out of 10, and then give long comments, then HR will be say notice that, oh, this is a high fire, this is something which is exactly from the competitors, so they could stretch the salary to a higher level, a more salary for you. So that is why. And if you're not the first one, then probably maybe, I mean, if at least, okay, then second, third, okay, you then probably you can't fight for a better salary. Okay, but yeah, this is just the reference, and I just want to let you know the general concept for this. Okay, but if that's the case, okay, if they could likely to offer higher salary for you to attract you to join, that will be good because you probably meet all the expectations of this company. Okay, and finally, of course, it's your current salary and your expected pay range. It's also a very good reference point for them. Okay, so they will know how they can, hire you. Okay, this is the ultimate, this is the important thing, right? So number three, I would say, is the market data. Okay, or I was some people say market survey or something. Okay, so the general market rate. Okay, the average. Okay, so it's simply like that. The average or the range of that. Normally, how people will pay for medical doctor for first grader. Normally, what they will pay for 3 to 5 years IT specialist, something like that. So they will have a range, but that range is actually very, I would say, very factual, very scientific, because I'm not sure whether you heard of some companies called Tower Watson's or Mercer or Hayes. They actually, what they do is go out to different companies to do the survey. So whatever in different industry, for example, in IT, for example, in tourism, for example, retail, they've got a list of companies, and then they will go to different companies to get their pay level, pay range. Okay, they will do have according to different job grading, right? So they've got a range, and then they compile it and summarize it as a guide, so they can will share back to all those companies, and they can have a reference right now. So for example, as I said, okay, if 5 years digital marketing, if they can do this A, B, C, D, E, then what should they pay? What is the acceptable in different market in Hong Kong, in some other countries, whatever. So you will know the salary, okay, data and survey, which is your competitor's data as well. So this is the reason why you need to know that, okay, because you don't want to go very, very high about your competitors, or you're less than your competitors, then definitely you can't attract any good talents. Okay, so they will know the figures is like, okay, 50%, okay, the average, or 25%, or 75%. So it depends on whether which figures that you want to reference and use. Okay. So another thing would be the internal relativities. Okay, this is the key. This is more important, right? Why I'm saying that, because it's exactly your colleagues or your teammates or the people that working in the same team, same role is actually earning. So very quick examples. If you are asking for a salary for $100, okay, but then now the existing teammates is only earning 50, 60, or maximum, I don't know, $70, then it will be unfair for them, because they already worked there for I don't know how many years, but they have definitely more relevance and that company's experience than you as a new joiner, right? But then you're asking for $100. That's just not fair for the existing team members. If they find out that they know that, then they will leave, right? Because you can pay anyone, or you can pay someone that no experience in that companies but a higher salary. That is, everyone is not happy, right? But the other way around, if the existing teammates now earning for, I don't know, 100, 120, 100, something, but then they only offer you for $60, $70, or even $80, that is unfair to you as well, because you're obviously having the same contributions, working in the same team, same departments, and making friends with them, but then they are having higher salary for you. It's just because maybe they're here, I don't know, but it's when you find out that, then you're not happy and you will be frustrated as well. So this is the same thing. So I think a lot of people would consider this is very important, because they will make it as transparent as fair. But of course, everyone don't know the salary, but at the HR will know that if there's a very huge range, then people will leave. Okay, and that is why they want to do these internal activities. And think about it. Sometimes when you're okay, I'm saying, okay, for this role, it's only me handling this thing, and I don't have any teammates, or so what can I do? So they will reference to someone similar, okay, working comparable to your job, or maybe in other departments, okay, almost kind of similar, um, contributions, okay, on the job scope or something. So it's more than similar. So they will always have one at least, okay, or preferable 2 to 3 people. So when they come up to a salary proposal, they will have your current salary, your expected salary, the market data, and the internal relativities for people to reference, to make sure that, okay, oh, it makes sense, then we will offer you something like that, okay? So this is what they do in terms of the actual work, okay? So number 5, I would say, is the salary range and the offering. Okay, so now it will depend on the company pays philosophy. As I mentioned about, there's 25%, 50%, or 75%. It just what they want. Okay, for example, if okay, in market range, 50% is okay for me. Or I don't know, I'm a startup, or I'm now doing new projects. I need to have a lot of tech people, and then I go for the market and crazy to hire people. So I am willing to have 75% pay more than the salary, than the market to attract people to work. But that's with me. So this is how they think about the pay philosophy. But of course, a lot of companies, they do provide benefits as well, so they may not be focused on the monetary terms. So what they do is they will, I don't know, they just want to. I'm not saying cut costs, but they will very conservative, or just say, hey, okay, this certain amount is okay for us of already, so they will only go for that level. Okay, so they always go to the minimal, and then when they need, or when there's something negotiated, then they do more, right? But same as you, okay, I think for salary, okay, you always wants very high, very okay. But if you know you need to have the offer, so you negotiate, and then your minimum may be able to touch the maximum, or even there's some inter crossover or something. So that is the place, or that is where the salary offer is made. Okay, so everyone has to be negotiated, and everyone has to understand what's the logic behind. Okay, so does that make sense? Is that you know you know more about the formation of salary and why there's an offer or something? Okay, so that's I would say the basic principles, and company still needs a lot of approval right now nowadays, and then also you have to think about your job work as well. So tomorrow we will talk about how to fight for a better salary, and also maybe how to handle the counter offers and all those things. So stay tuned. Okay, salary is an interesting thing, and it's the most I would say very core part of the offer and of the whole hiring process. Okay, so you must need to know. Okay, so this is the 5 things that I suggested, and this is the factors that companies nowadays will consider, and during that proposal to ask for the management to sign off an approval. Okay, so yeah, again, please comment. Yes, if you're able to follow me, and tomorrow we'll talk about some more good things. And by the way, I mentioned about there's a masterclass for secrets of HR and recruiters will never tell you. And if you haven't watched it, just go to watch it, and then watch from day one or something for my 30 days. It's really good for you. And you'll also have one last chance of the free group Zoom coaching call. Okay, so 40 minutes, maximum 100 people. I'm using a basic one. But this today, I mean Saturday, 11 p.m. So I will talk about maybe the HR process, the secrets, the salary, and how you can fight for a better offer, and how you can get an offer, and during this tough time. So grab this chance and apply and register for the Zoom call. So the link is www.nexthyphenroll.com/free Zoom 4. Okay, week 4, final one. So grab this chance. I'll see you tomorrow and talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching. And I don't know why every day I'm adding 1 more minute, 2 more minutes. Okay, but anyways, it's a good value for you, and hope you understand the whole HR process and get back your work in 30 days. Thank you. Bye bye.